Hello and welcome to another day of Vlogmas. It's Wednesday for me, so this is an asynchronous day. Every Wednesday is asynchronous, which is so nice. So today my kids are pretty much just doing art and science and a tiny little bit of social studies. And I have, feels like my to-do list every time I feel like I'm finishing up things on my to-do list. 10 other things are added. So now that I'm ready for my observation tomorrow, I'm talking with my principal today for my pre-observation in about half an hour actually. But now I'm thinking next week I have some trainings to do. So I have a day and a half of equity trainings. My school does work team, so they kind of you can pick if you're on culture and climate, or safety and health, and I'm on the equity team. And I mean, that kind of fits my background. I have a lot, my degree was in English language learners, and I have a lot of my major technically at my school was oh my god, I'm getting old, I can't remember it. Culture. Oh my god, I'm getting so old. I don't remember what my major was. I don't know, I remember we called it, language literacy and cultural studies. Oh my gosh, that was scary. So, something I'm really interested in, so I'm excited for that. The thing with prepping for a sub when you're online though is, and maybe this is just because my teammate and I do a lot of pre-recorded videos anyways, every day there's a reading video for the students to watch with an assignment, and then they come to a live time, and then they have an assignment, kind of building in a little more work. And we do that often with writing too, where the mini lesson is pre-recorded and then they have writing time. So I think it's because I have a lot of I kind of think of pre-recorded is okay, that kind of sets them up. I'm pretty much, for my day and a half of sub days, I am thinking of having everything be a video, which kind of is okay, is that extra work? Not really. I have to film about one extra video than I wouldn't normally, and then I can just use my teammates' videos. So it's kind of some days I'll teach math live, but my teammate always pre-records math for her class, so it's kind of well, why not just use hers? I mean, my kids have seen her a lot on camera. They've done that. But then it's what is the sub gonna do? So I'm working on maybe just one or two videos just to kind of give the kids okay, this is normally when we'd have our reading groups, but Miss Duarte's not here today, so why don't you do okay, go do it. Just to kind of give them a similar flow to the day, I suppose, where it's video, assignment, come to a group, assignment, but it's come to another video assignment. Yeah, so that's on Monday and part of the day Tuesday, so I'm kind of I guess I have to plan ahead of that, because when I'm probably done with this training Tuesday afternoon, I'm probably not going to be in the mood to think of what I need to teach. So now that it's Wednesday, I'm looking at that. The rest of today, I have to run to school because to film a video, we're doing a little bit of holidays around the world. We usually do it where we go around each of our first grade classes and the kids kind of rotate. They learn about a holiday, they learn an art project, something like that. We're doing it online, so it's going to be a pre-recorded video where I'm going to teach about Las Posadas, or Christmas in Mexico, and I'm going to read a story about it, and then we're going to work on designing a poinsettia. I'll show you that, but I have to run to school to get the materials for that. So my plan right now, film the videos for my sub days, talk with my principal in a little bit about my observation tomorrow. Hopefully run to school very quick and grab what I need for this assignment. This afternoon I have some team time too, so I'm hoping I can run to school, grab what I need, come back, film that video, and then hopefully tomorrow and Friday I can just work on my sub plans and just my daily schedules that families need for next week. Next week is winter break. Oh, thank gosh. I think I'll feel a lot better on the other side of this observation, because that's always kind of just a weight lifted off your shoulders, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna go film. Okay, I ended up not running to school today because I have a wonderful teammate who just so happened to be at school and lives a little closer to school, who could give me the materials I needed that I was missing for my holidays around the world. Yay. So I'm not going to school today. I had a Donors Choose get completed recently, and it's a bunch of art supplies like oil pastels, tempera paints, paint brushes for kids, so we can do more art at home. We don't have enough. We don't even have enough for our whole team when we are in school, let alone when we are at home. So I was going to run to school and also kind of put that in the kids' material pickups for next week, but it turns out one of the things won't be here till Monday, so I'm just going to kind of wait to see what happens with that. So I didn't have to go to school, which was nice. But I will, I guess, a day after all of my training next week, which is kind of annoying. My pre-observation went fine. It was great. It's all good. Whatever. I'm honestly, it's probably the least nervous I've ever been for an observation. Probably just because it's 20 minutes and it's like, well, there's a lot of things out of my control with virtual learning, so I don't really care what. Like, I'm doing my best and I'm doing what I can. Judge me however you'd like. But I wanted to show you a little bit about what I am doing for the holidays around the world. It's different to do it filmed. So usually I really don't do a lot of like PowerPoints, but since I've gotten the second monitor, I've been doing a lot more PowerPoints just because it's easier to like watch the kids. It's easier to show information. So I've just made a recording in PowerPoint explaining a little bit about Las Posadas. It's very brief. They listen to a read aloud. So I just, it's exporting now, so I'm not sure if I can play it for you.
So the Las Posadas celebration is in Mexico, and they celebrate Christmas by following this Las Posadas tradition. So Las Posadas in Spanish to English literally means inn or shelter, like somewhere to protect you. And it starts on December 16th, and it lasts for 9 nights usually.
I mean, that's all good and gravy, isn't it? So I've just kind of done a very quick overview of what it is, given some photographs, some explanations, and then they listen to this read aloud on YouTube about a way that one community celebrates. And then what we're going to do is decorate our own poinsettia. We're going to try to draw and then decorate our own poinsettia at home. Figure that's a perfect thing to do at home because they have hopefully a variety of supplies so they can choose if they paint it or use these new oil pastels or crayons or markers or whatever. So they're going to do that, and then that'll be my holiday around the world. It's kind of quicker than normal, so I don't know how valuable it is, but I mean, it kind of gives them just an overview about it, and I did in my video kind of talk a little bit about, well, you know, this is just a quick overview. It does not mean everybody in Mexico celebrates Las Posadas just like this, or even celebrates Las Posadas. Just one look at a different way that people celebrate a holiday around this time of year. So now I have about an hour before my team meeting, and we really need to look at January for all of our training that's coming up. So we kind of have to pencil out when we want to do this new reading testing because it's really tight. We get back January 4th and it's like, okay, we have a little window to do our reading testing. Our first graders also have to do a highly capable test. We have to have grades in by the 20th, I believe, but they're trying to push it to the 22nd, which is like great. So I have a weekend to work, woohoo, or something, some date like that. So that's pretty much 16 days to get reading testing done, put it in the grade book, maybe do a reading test, maybe have this highly capable test, get a little more data about what to put in for grades, and then as soon as grades are due, it's conferences too. So I also need to be prepping for that, and we need to talk as a team. Like, I think we pretty much have to plan day by day all of January. But yeah, it's been a good day though. It's been a productive. I'm super tired again today. I was tired again yesterday. I have not been sleeping well, so I'm glad that the last 2 days, even though I'm so tired, have been productive school-wise. Because I think after my observation, I'm going to be starting to check out for winter break. Don't tell anybody, but isn't that the way it always goes? The week before winter break is not the time I want to be productive. Okay, well, it is now 4:13 in the evening. My work day's done. I'm literally already in pajamas and took up all my makeup. But I met with my team. It was really good. We were super productive. We pretty much figured out most of what we need for our January 20th pickup. One of my teammates has a student teacher starting in January, so she was able to join us, so that'll be exciting. It's actually a very productive day, but as you can see, I'm ready for bed because, as I said earlier, I have not been sleeping very well. So I'm going to sign off here, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.